Today, I'm going to be talking about something that you may have heard in the media recently about Donald Trump, good old Donald, on immigrants. Now, specifically, he was talking about MS-13 gang members, and what he said was that these are not people, these are animals. Now, the left is trying to defend them, MS-13 in particular, saying, we're all God's creatures and, whatever. Good old Nancy Pelosi doing her Pelosi stuff, as usual. So, yeah, I basically want to just debunk the myth that they are not animals because MS-13 gang members are indeed animals. They're one of the worst gangs in the world. I mean, they've killed countless number of people. I mean, they've raped women. They're drug trafficking. Major issue in our country today. Drug trafficking. Rape. Basically, any sort of crime is an issue in the country today, and the left is trying to justify him, or excuse me, not justify him, saying that the left is trying to make him out to be the bad guy when he's, in fact, not the bad guy. All right, I mean, MS-13 gang members are the bad guys. Donald Trump is just trying to say they're animals. I mean, that's basically all he's doing. Personally, I don't think that animals was harsh enough of a word, we'll say. I think they're worse than animals. They're pieces of poop that you walk on the street, that you step in on the street. They're actually worse than that. All right. So I just want to get that out there. Little introduction about what he was talking about. And later, I will be showing you evidence to support why he said what he said. All right. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video where we begin debunking the myth that MS-13 gang members are not all that bad. And so I'd like to start by looking at something that this reporter had recently said. Now he tweets out, "I would rather my daughter dated an MS-13 gang member than a member of the Republican Party." He doesn't have a daughter. I would just like to say that you can see it here. But the fact that he thinks it is safer to date an MS-13 gang member over somebody in the Republican Party is just crazy. I mean, you can see down here at the bottom, it says, you want the best for your children, not the worst. Yeah, if you let them date an MS-13 gang member, you're giving them worse than the worst, okay? Their motto is to literally rape, kill, and control. That's what you want your daughter to be dating, if you're this guy, I guess. And there's just a problem with that. Letting your daughter, or wanting your daughter to date somebody who is an MS-13 gang member rather than somebody who is a conservative Republican. I don't see how that's a good thing. But, to each his own, I suppose. Now, recently Nancy Pelosi had come out and said, I believe it was the day after Donald Trump had called MS-13 gang members animals. And she goes on to say, Pelosi said, "We are all God's children," and spoke about a spark of divinity in every person on earth. Yeah, unless you're an MS-13 gang member, then you have no spark of divinity. It's just a fact, all right? These people kill, rape, steal, they drug traffic. All right, they do all of this. And she goes on to say, so when the president of the United States talks about undocumented immigrants, these aren't people, these are animals, you have to wonder, does he not believe in the spark of divinity? Yeah, he probably does, unless you're in MS-13. Because I know I don't. I do not believe in the spark of divinity for MS-13 gang members. All right, these people are not people. They are animals. In fact, they're worse than animals. And I don't think that the term animal is harsh enough of a word. All right, like I said in my intro, I believe that they are the poop that you step on. Actually, no, they're worse than the poop that you step on walking down the streets that get all over your shoes. All right, they are worse than dog turds, basically. And so I want to take a look at Walter Gomez. Now, this is the only member of MS-13 to currently be on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list. There's a big red flag right there. He's on the FBI most wanted list, top 10 actually. So he goes by the name of Cholo, and he's wanted for the murder of this person that he took out to party with. He and his gang member murdered this person, beat him in the head. They stabbed him in the back 17 times and slit his throat, all for socializing with a rival gang. Now, okay, yeah, he was socializing with a rival gang. Okay, whatever. But they literally slit his throat, stabbed him in the back 17 times, and then left him to die for socializing with a rival gang. Now, I don't know which gang it was, but he was out with a bunch of gang members and was killed. So now I'd like to also look at some of facts that you may not know. Now, that was just actually one instance of their crime. I didn't want to put too much up. Actually, I didn't want to put the really bad ones because they get really bad really quick, and so I just wanted to give the most PG one that I could find. But you can Google MS13 crimes; they get pretty bad. So here we see a couple of facts about MS13. Their motto is to kill, steal, rape, and control. Yeah, that's MS13 for you. And their gang members have been linked to a number of high-profile killings in the U.S., including this one in September 2016 with the death of 2 teenage girls killed with baseball bats and a machete, and a March killing in 2017 using satanic sacrifice. That's a problem. All right, that's interesting. And now in 2004, George W. Bush supported an FBI task force to combat MS-13 crimes of growth. Yeah, that didn't go out too well because they have we've got a pretty bad gang violence crime, a gang crime. I don't think that's the right way to say it. But our crime is pretty bad, and a lot of it's because of gangs. And the most leading one, MS-13. And also, the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, himself said that they represent the gravest threats to American safety. That's a problem when your Attorney General states that that the MS-13 gang is in fact one of America's gravest threats. Yeah, that's a big deal. All right. Now, these people, I keep calling them people. I really shouldn't call them people. These animals are worse than animals. All right. Like I said, you can go Google MS-13 crimes for yourself. They get really bad. I just want you to know these are some pretty gruesome stuff that you'll read. I actually read once that they had, that they had raped and killed, I can't remember the number of women. They all, I mean, these are just some pretty messed up people. All right, now I've got a short video clip that Donald Trump has. I believe he's in New York, specifically Long Island for this one. Now I'll leave the link in the description below for the full video, but this is just about a minute or so clip where he reiterates the fact that MS-13 gang members are not people, all right, that they are in fact animals. So I'll go ahead and play that here pretty shortly. I just wanted to thank you for watching the video. Leave a like, thumbs up, and as always, it's appreciated.
We're here today to discuss the menace of MS-13. It's a menace, a ruthless gang that has violated our borders and transformed once peaceful neighborhoods into blood-stained killing fields. They're horrible people, by the way. MS-13 lives by the motto, kill, rape, and control. That's actually their motto. Kill, rape, and control. Last month, MS-13 reportedly called for its members here on Long Island, where I essentially grew up. You know Jamaica, right? I always said Long Island. It's very close. To call and to see what happened is just incredible. But they killed a cop for the sake of making a statement. They wanted to make a statement. So they killed a cop, a policemen. I noticed recently where Democrats, Nancy Pelosi as an example, are trying to defend MS-13 gang members. I called them animals the other day, and I was met with rebuke. They said, they're people. They're not people. These are animals. And we have to be very, very tough.
And you, more than anyone in the country, is highlighting the evil of MS-13. I congratulate you. I thank you for leading this effort. They are horrible, vicious, rotten murderers. And you are really leading the charge, and thank you for doing this. Thank you for assembling all of us here today, and thank you for mobilizing all the efforts of the federal government behind this. So thank you very much.